The shadows of, what'd you call it, the dustbin?
The dustbin of history.
Yeah, here's Hoynes with a rant. I think you've got, this is an ad lib one, right?
Yeah.
Do your best.
Okay. Les,
Yeah.
you know, I was reading the other day about this high school in Minneapolis, just outside of Minneapolis. There's like 200 kids in this high school, and their latest project is they're building a washing machine that they're going to shoot in outer space. Now they're going to this washing machine. They're going to give it to NASA, and NASA is going to take it and put it on the next space station. So I'm sitting there thinking, there's like 200 kids in this place, and they do all sorts of wonderful things. Like they build this car that gets 500 miles per gallon of gas. So I'm thinking, if there's some high school kids that can do this, why can't the Indians win a World Series? We've been waiting 71 years. Come on, how hard can it be? 71 years, and we got kids sending washing machines to the moon. There's got to be some correlation here. And while we're at it, why don't those kids from Minneapolis, outside of Minneapolis, talk to the Twins? The Twins, the paper tigers of Major League Baseball. They hit 307 home runs during the regular season, a record 307 home runs. Then they go and roll over and go belly up against the Yankees in a sweep of the division series. The Twins have lost 15 straight postseason games. 15 straight, 12 of them to the Yankees. If these guys win the AL Central next year, they should just forfeit. They should just forfeit and give it to the second place team. What is this? Come on, you got to do better than that. And then, so I'm thinking, let's say these high school kids, they're techies, obviously, but maybe they have a pretty good grip on the geopolitical scene, so I'm thinking, well, maybe they could, talk to LeBron-James. They could give him a little advice, that, the one basic thing is we live in a democracy. Yeah, and we have the right of free speech, and free tweets, and so when you take the side of China, and your pocketbook is getting squeezed a little bit, and all of a sudden you forget you live in a democracy. Well, that's not a good thing, and it's just another example why people should stay off Twitter. So, so I'm just thinking, I think they could help them with that. And also, finally, this is just me, that, when was the last time anyone saw the Browns quarterback, Baker-Mayfield, bite into a beer can and shoot another beer like he did at Jacobs Field, at Progressive Field this year? Or I don't think it's been, I don't think he's done it since, because he's been too busy running for his life, trying to avoid sacks, throwing interceptions, and it's been tough. So, but I'm thinking, if these kids from Minneapolis can send a washing machine to the moon, Baker might want to go along for the ride, because it's a lot safer there than playing behind that offensive line.
You have not lost it. I'm glad to see that. Unless you went on the road and at lonely nights in Anaheim, you'd be writing up these rants. Maybe you have a bunch saved up.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, a little thing like reading a note about the kids in Minneapolis brings that all to you?
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. All right.